Okay, today's topic, percent proportions. Percent proportions. Proportion. I'm not going to put a date on this one because I'm not sure exactly what day we're going to do it. So put whatever day you watch this video, put that date. I'm just not sure which day we're going to use it, so I didn't want to lead you astray. Percent proportions. Percent proportions are actually really simple, and I'm going to show you why they're really simple. So let's get started. In a percent proportion, one ratio compares a part of a quantity to the whole quantity. Okay, so that just means they're comparing a part of something to the whole of something. Okay, so it'd kind of be like 2 pieces of pizza to the entire number of pieces of pizza. Okay, that's just what they're saying. They're just comparing part of it to all of it. Okay, the other ratio shows the equivalent percent written as a fraction over 100. So by doing this proportion, you can figure out a percent of something, is all they're saying. Now, the way you set these up, it's really easy. Here's the simplest thing. Just do 100. Okay? Do it again. 100. Bar equal bar with a 100 on the lower right. Now, what we're going to do is say, okay, some number is, that goes there, of this. Okay, whatever the whole is. And up here is going to be your percent answer. Okay, and over here, again, it's the part to the whole. So let's just say it was 2 pieces of pizza, which would be the part to the total number of pieces of pizza. Let's say there were 16. I'm just making numbers up. 2 out of the 16. Okay, that would be able, by using this proportion setup, I can figure out what the percent would be. And if I'm given a percent, I can figure out what the part or the whole would be. It's all just cross multiplication. So I'm going to do the evens again. You're going to be responsible for the odds. So number 2. Start on number 2. Again, bar equals bar over 100. That's all you got to do when you're doing percent proportions, when you're trying to figure out percent of something. What percent of 90 is 72? Well, guess what? Is of 90, so 90 goes on the bottom, is 72 goes on the top. So we put 72 in the numerator, 90 in the denominator. And they want to know, okay, well, what's the percent? Okay, that 100 stays there on the bottom. I don't do anything with it. Now all I got to do, cross multiply. 72 times 100 gives me 7,200. 90 times, and what we're going to do instead of putting that percent, let's erase that real quick. Let's make it an x, okay? Because that's where our percent will end up being. So 90 times x gives me 90x. Now I have a one-step equation. Divide by 90 on both sides. That goes away. 7,200 divided by 90 gives me 80. So x is 80, so it's 80%. 72 is 80% of 90. Hopefully that was pretty simple. Okay, find 95% of 140. Okay, they're jumping here, but again, same thing. Bar equals bar 100. When they give you a percent, okay, you put it above the 100. Okay, that's where my percent goes. Of 140, let's go back and look at our note. Where does of go? Oh, it goes in the lower left. Okay, so it goes in my denominator on the left side. So put 140. Something goes there. We're trying to figure out what that is. So let's cross multiply again. X times 100, 100x. Put an equal sign. 140 times 95. I don't know that off the top of my head, but I could use a calculator and figure it out. 13,300. Okay? Again, one-step equation. Divide by 100 on both sides. That goes away. We have x equals 133. So 133 is 95% of 140. So that's my answer. Okay? If you think about it, 133 is almost 140. So 95% is almost 100%. so it makes sense. Again, number 6. Again, bar equals bar over 100. That's how you set it up every time. 77% of what number is 100.1? Okay, well, they gave us a percent. That goes over the 100. The 100.1, oh, they got an is. Where's my is go? Oh, upper left. Top left goes in my numerator on the left-hand side, is. So, 100.1 goes there. I'm just going to put an X there for my variable. I could have put an N there. I could have put a P there. It didn't matter what I put, just as long as I have something there. Cross multiply. 100.1 times 100 gives me 10,010 is equal to x times 77. That's just 77x. Divide by 77 on both sides. And that's going to give me, what am I at? That goes away. So x equals 130. Odd that came out, but that's how you figure it out. So 100.1 is 77% of 130, because 130 was 100%. That's really what they're saying right here. Let me write this just to make it kind of clear. So if you look at that, 100.1 is 77% of 130, and the 130 is 100%. Okay, the 130 is 100%, the 100.1 is 77%. That's how we're figuring these out. They're proportional. Okay, let's go on to number 8. 61.2 is what percent of 90? Again, bar equals bar 100. Is, where's my is go? Upper left. 61.2 is what percent? We don't know. Of, where's my of go? Goes in the lower left. Okay, just go back and look at the notes above. So again, cross multiply, and it doesn't matter which ones you cross multiply first. We could do it this way. 90 times x gives me 90x. I put an equal sign. 61.2 times 100 is 6,120. Divide by 90 on both sides. That's gone, becomes a 1, so I got x left. 6,120 divided by 90 gives me 68. So it's 68%. Because what I was looking for, right, this is my percent side. This whole side is my percent side. Okay? So this was going to be some percent out of 100%. 68%. Let's look at number 10. What is 32% of 50? Bar equals bar over 100. If you want, you can put a percent there. 32%. Well, they gave me the percent. That's got to go here to my part. Of 50. Where's of go? Of goes in the lower left. So we're looking for that. We're looking for the part. Okay. So x times 100. 100x equals 50 times 32, that gives me 1,600. Okay, now remember, when you're cross multiplying, we're doing it to get rid of the bars. You get rid of the bars, you just put an equal sign. The bars go away. Okay, I'm 99 times out of 100, kids are going to make mistakes doing that. They're going to cross multiply and think there still should be bars in there somewhere. No, they're gone. Okay, so now we divide by 100 on both sides. That goes away. X equals 16. Okay, so 16 is 32% of 50. Okay, let's go to the back side. Again, bar equals bar. 100. Setting all these up the same. 67.1 is 55% of what number? Okay, of what number? We don't know of what number, so we put a variable. 67.1, they gave us a percent over here, 55%, so I'm going to put that up there. If you want to put a percent there to remind you that these are percents. 67.1. It's the only other place it can go. So cross multiply. 67.1 times 100 gives me 6,710. X times 55 just gives me 55x. I don't want to put the percent in there. Okay. That percent's just to remind me that that's what those are. Those are percents on that side. Divide by 55. Divide by, oops, not 50, 55. And we end up with, oh, that goes away. So we end up with x equals 122. Okay, so our total, or our whole, is 122. Because this is the part, this is the whole. So our 122 would go there. 67.1 is 55% of 122. Okay, 67.1. We've got a word problem coming up. So, if we read through it, there are 84 jars of jelly on a shelf at the store. Of these, they're talking about of the 84, 21 are grape. What percentage of the jars of jelly are grape? Well, let's set it up. Did they give us a percent? No, because they're asking us what percent. So we need to figure out what the percent's going to be. They gave us a whole. There's a total of this many. Your whole goes on the bottom. 21, that's the part. What part of the 84 are, what percent part of the 84 are grape? Okay, 21 of 84, but we want to know the percent. So again, we got it all set up. Cross multiply, 21 times 100 gives me 2,100. 84 times x gives me 84x. 84 times x, we do the opposite to get rid of it. Divide by 84. Divide by 84, that goes away. 2,100 divided by 84 gives me 25. So it's 25%. So 25% of them are grape. Okay? And 25 goes into 104 times. So if you multiply 21 times 4, guess what you get? 84. Let's look at number 16. In Orlando, Florida, there are an average of 24 days of rain each June. What percent of the month of June experiences rain? Well, that's going to be an interesting one because, first of all, we need to know, well, first let's just set it up. They're always going to set it up that way. We're looking for what percent, okay? Well, they gave us 24, but we need to know how many days are there in June. That would probably help us out quite a bit, huh? Well, in June, there are 30 days. So the total is 30 days. The part that we're looking at, 24. Okay? 24 out of 30 days. It's raining. What percent is that? Well, let's cross multiply. 24 times 100. 2,400. 30 times x. It's 30x. Divide by 30. Divide by 30. That goes away. 2,400 divided by x is 80%. 80% of the days of June it rains on average. Okay? Next one, last one, 18. Jameson used 42% of the money on a gift card to purchase groceries. If he spent $67.20 on groceries, how much was on the gift card to begin with? Okay, well, let's set it up. Okay, every one of them is going to be set up like this. They gave us a percent. Okay, where's the percent go? Got to go here. So that goes down there. If you want, you can put percent on here. Just to remind you, those are percents. If he spent $67.20, how much was on the gift card to begin with? Okay, well, they're telling us he only spent 42%, so this is the part. That's the part. We're looking for the whole here. You know, I'm going to put a G for gift card. How about that? Because we don't know what originally the whole amount was. So let's cross multiply. $67.20 times 100 gives me 6,720. G times 42 gives me 42G. Divide by 42 on both sides. That goes away. And the original amount, $160. Okay? So you are responsible for the odd problems. I will give you instructions in class on how to go about finishing those.